Thank you for visiting with us at The Patrick and Stephanie Show, where we feature tips and tricks to help you get found, get noticed, and raise your brand awareness. Every Monday and Friday, we share our digital marketing tips on how to increase your online brand awareness. Patrick here. Today, I am pleased to feature the secret to finding the best balance between quality and keywords in your blog post. And also, what every beginner needs to know about creating article marketing content. Writing the perfect article for submission to an article directory for marketing purposes is all about striking the right balance. You need to provide web publishers and readers with well-written, entertaining, and informative content. However, you also need to be keyword savvy so that your articles will do well in searches in both the article directories and on the major search engines. But which is more important? Without a doubt, good content should always take precedence, and the major search engines are finding more and more ways to reward good content on the web while penalizing keyword-heavy content that holds little value for readers. Take care in using keywords in your article content. However, that is not to say keywords should be abandoned altogether. They are still vital for good search engine optimization and article marketing, but they should be used with care. Avoid keyword stuffing, always. We have all run a search on Google or Yahoo, and click on a result only to be presented with a pointless, barely readable article that is stuffed with keywords. In 99.9% of cases, the immediate reaction is to click away from such a page as quickly as possible. The point here is that whoever published this page effectively used keywords to get a high search engine page ranking and get visitors to the page. However, the poor quality of the page's content means that the visitors are lost immediately. The secret to finding the best balance between quality and keywords in your blog post. Therefore, the secret is to find a good balance. With a little work, you can produce an article that reads well and has enough targeted keywords to help with SEO. In general, keywords should never go above a 2% density. So, if your article is 500 words long, you shouldn't have more than 10 keywords. Also, it is not about how many keywords you have, but where you place them. Where to place your keywords. Above all, the keyword should appear in the headline, the description, the opening paragraph, and the last paragraph. These are by far the most important places to insert your keywords. The remaining keywords can be interspersed with the main content at any point you choose and where it reads well. If this is done well, the reader won't even realize that there are keywords in the article. What every beginner needs to know about creating article marketing content. So when you are creating article marketing content, you will first need to decide on a subject you wish to write about and the keywords and key phrases you want to use. Researching these keywords well is vital, and there are many tools available online to help you with this. In general, your keywords should match the words a potential reader who is interested in the subject of your article might type into a search engine. Forget about keywords at the outset, focus on keeping your reader's attention instead. Your first priority when writing an article is to create something that will keep readers' attention and that flows well. For this reason, you should forget entirely about keywords at the outset. Write your article, but do not worry about where the keywords will appear in the text. Often, they will find themselves in the text naturally as you write. The article is written, now it's time to edit it. Once the article is written, you should edit it to make sure it reads well and achieves the purpose you intended. In general, an article should be informative or entertaining. When you are happy with the article, you can then worry about inserting the keywords. Sometimes you will find places where the keywords will slot in naturally with the flow of the article, while in other cases you may have to change the wording a little. However, do not leave keywords that interfere with the structure, meaning, or readability of the content. Do a final review of your article before publishing it. Look over your article carefully at least once to make sure all is in order. Ensure that there are no grammatical or spelling errors. I use Grammarly, but you may prefer to use another grammar/spelling checker software. Sometimes, as you reread your article, you will often see more opportunities to subtly work in a few more keywords without disrupting the article. Your finished article will serve you on two fronts. Now, you have an article that will serve you on two fronts. It has the good content to get it noticed and published by web publishers. It has the keywords needed to draw the attention you need to both the article itself and your website. There are no guarantees that your article will be appearing on the first pages of the search engines within days, or perhaps ever. However, if you maintain these methods over a period of time, you will find that your articles will begin to bring the traffic you desire to your website. I hope you have found my article to be helpful in answering your questions concerning how to create the best balance between quality and keywords in your blog post. Please share your sentiments in the comments section. Don't forget, please like, comment, and subscribe to our video. We deeply appreciate your doing so and hope that you enjoy our sharing our information concerning tips and tricks to help you get found, get noticed, and raise your brand awareness. Stephanie and Patrick signing off until next time.